Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man.
Angryfan movement is the movement to move with. URL for life. You already know what it is.
But A.r.p, the difference is, whatever his position is now, he is not getting paid for that kind of entertainment. That comes with battle rap. That's why he said it. What Tony Bro first said is, that's why I'm not a battle rap.
Well, was he the only one wilding all night? Was he the only one instigating shit?
Shaka, hold on. Cap, you see what you just said? That comes with battle rap? You see what you just said? Cap,
yes.
You know battle rap. You're a fan. You're an analyst. You're a blogger. What you just said is an assumption.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to answer you. I'm going to answer you. We are making this shit up as we go along. What makes you assume that across the board, suck my dick is part of the job?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did anybody say suck my dick to start the fight?
That's what I heard.
No, I
never even heard that. I never even heard the start of
Hold up. Can I?
That's in rapgrid.com and battlerap.com.
Tony Bro was at the event.
But that was something that you said that I actually didn't even really agree with. I don't think it was a particular thing that was said that started the fight. I think it was the actual tension, them getting close to each other and them saying whatever they were saying. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't think it was necessarily a phrase or anything that got somebody like angry and shit. I think it was actual tension between them. So I rejected that premise. Like, that wasn't my opinion. That's not how I saw it. Like, because it seemed real regular. It seemed like what they normally would say to anybody. But the fact that they were saying to each other.
I'm going off of the people that do recaps, the established recappers and whatnot that be in the building for a lot of events. The consensus out there on social media, and that doesn't mean that it's true. You know, I wasn't there, but the consensus on social media is that what set it all off was a suck my dick.
I mean, I was there. I didn't see it that way, but okay.
A.r.p, how often do K Shine say that? How come you never?
I understand that. I understand. Once again, I'm not making excuses for nobody. What I'm just trying to show y'all is that there's a learning experience right here. That you want to know what? If you're battling somebody that you possibly have tension with, if you're battling somebody that possibly is just as aggressive as you, if you're battling somebody that can possibly take you over the edge, establish what's crossing the line up front. That's my whole point to this whole shit.
That's it. I think that's a good point. I think that's a good point. But what do you do right now? What do you do right now, though? You're saying that everybody's jumping out the window with as far as banning them, even though there's been a sign, there's been a pattern of whatever. Like, what do you do then, short of banning them? How do you make it so that it's not okay?
That is my personal to do right now. Like, I personally think all the banning stuff and whatnot is I don't think it's deserving. I think that as battle rap grows, there are situations that show us, okay, this is wrong. We need to correct this. Okay, this is time limits or whatever, or boom, 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 boom. We need to find a way to make this better. I think this situation, for example, is a reminder that, this needs to be a little bit more established as far as what's crossing the line. I don't think you jump out the window with shit like this that's talking about a ban for somebody that's trying to feed his family. I think it's more so a learning opportunity. Like, because remember, you're talking about banning somebody. To my knowledge, nobody got hit. Nobody. You want to know when you possibly need to ban somebody? When you're talking about your company has a lawsuit over them. So if you interact with those people, then that further impacts your lawsuit.
Hold on, Dre. Hold on. Let A.r.p talk.
But that's my thing. Like you got to realize, like, people are so fast to throw out this ban shit, and sometimes it's deserving, right? What are we talking about here? We're talking about an argument that possibly got nose to nose, happens every fucking day, B.
Now we're talking about
a nose to nose argument, and you want to know why the fans is mad? Because that face to face tension and argument and quick dispute resulted in possibly a loss, third round or something like that? That's why fans is mad. And they have the right to be, especially people that paid for it. But now that equals a ban? No.
Angryfan, I need to get my rounds off. Man, look, A.r.p, he definitely needs to be banned because if he just jerked over all the leads, only lead left is you.
how he can just go from league to league.
But are you going to book him? Hold on. Let me ask you a question before you finish making your point. You're talking about, all right. What are
you going to book him, though? I looked at all your cards, and I think you never booked him.
I would make, listen, under the right conditions and the right conversation and the right matchups or whatever, yes, I would book Shine because he hasn't showed me, he's got to show me a reason for me losing all my money. But here's my thing. Let me hold on.
Okay.
I don't want to mix points. I don't want to mix the fact that he admitted and apologized for showing up to a battle unprepared with tonight. Like, let's not mix 3, 4, 5 different things because
but
that was the case.
How can you not mix them? They're all weeks apart. You're acting like they're months or years apart. These are all in the recent past weeks. Yes, you can.
Who was that, Caps? Who was that, Caps?
Yeah, that's Caps.
Okay,
Sean doing the plug. He running off on the plug twice. He running around on every league, taking money, running off on the plug. He learning from
you
T-Rex.
can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't.
Let me put on my league owner shit now. Now, we're talking about guerrilla warfare where you say that he choked in his third. If you're talking about Black Ice where he said in an interview, I didn't spend time prepping or whatever. Okay, cool. That's not a ban. No. I'm saying cool. Just follow my words. I don't mean cool like it's okay.
A.r.p, you forgot.
Wait, hold on, bro.
What I'm saying is okay. If that's what he chose to do of not showing up to some of those battles fully prepared with his talent at his A+, then it's on the next league owner to say, I want to book him or I don't want to book him. That's not a ban. That's for me to look at the game and say, this motherfucker has just been collecting checks, and I'm talking about anybody now. This particular battle rapper has been collecting checks for his last 5 battles. You want to know what? Do not call him for this card. That's not a ban. So that's those 2 battles. The ill will and the clean paper. Now let's talk about Sharon. Sharon to me is a situation that a lot of people would have been involved in. A lot of people would have slapped Sharon for that.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait, A.r.p. Shine already saw the gun and laughed and thought it was funny.
Cool.
No.
It could be a joke one time. It doesn't have to be a joke twice. Okay, you got it the first time. Okay, get that shit out of my face.
Exactly.
I know it's a toy. It's the same. All right, anybody got kids? Hold on. Anybody got kids? It's the same thing with my son. My son put a Nerf gun in my face all the time. I'm like, yo, all right, it's cool. Second time I'm going to get that shit out of my face, and that's my son. And it's a Nerf gun. This shit's annoying. It's going to be a natural reaction like a fucking mosquito.
No, and you gotta get this. And once again, I don't know Sean well enough to stick up for him, but credit him to not jumping out the window the first time when he seen the gun. He tried to let it rock, but sooner or later you got that principles in you, you got that hood nigga in you, got that man in you that be like, yo, you doing too much now. I let it rock. I let you rock. Now you fucking doing way too much. And I'm not even saying that's exactly what happened. I'm just trying to rationalize the reaction of a lot of grown men in that situation. So that right there covers, to me, the ill will battle, the clean paper battle, and the Sharon battle. Then you talk about tonight. I don't see how y'all make it sound like it's the exact same thing happening in the last 5 battles. So you want to know what? K Shine. I disagree.
Okay, I'm going to read this tweet. I'm going to say, and it says everything I was going to say. Gnome had a K Shine scuffle. Redemption had a K Shine.
What battle? I don't know what card you're talking about. What battle?
Hold on, I'm about to go to it. Let me read the card, man. Gnome had a K Shine scuffle. Redemption had a K Shine scuffle. And now Double Impact has a K Shine scuffle. Now I'm going to go to the battle right now from Redemption. That's so I can, off the top of my head. So that's 3 on the same league. You don't own URL, but we're talking about Smack. He should be banned. He should. It's like up to you. You're another league owner. Listen, what I'm saying, A.r.p. You're another league owner, so maybe you feel like no, but you're not him. This is not happening on your stage, so you don't feel like how he's feeling. So yeah, in his mind, yeah, he has every right to ban him. Yes, he does. Especially with the things occurring outside his league also. Not just on his league. See, nothing has happened on your league with K Shine.
No, hold on. Caps, I feel you. Now, there's only 2 scuffles that I could think of with K Shine.
I'm going right now to it.
It's a 2-on-2. It's a 2-on-2 with Chess and Steams, and it's tonight, right?
Hey, A.r.p, you forgot about that battle that he didn't even show up for URL.
Which battle? Which battle is that one?
The battle in a small room.
Which battle?
He was supposed to show
really
up.
and truly, that's up to URL to decide what they're going to do. That's the thing. At the end of the day, that's up to URL to decide what they're going to do. That's URL. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's what people are calling for.
And once again, even I don't know the third one that y'all are talking about. When y'all realize it, y'all remember it, tell me. But hold on.
Are y'all saying ban him from URL or from people?
I don't even care, because while y'all pulling up the third one, I'll talk about tonight and the second one, with the second one being Steams and Chess. The Steams and Chess shit, right, supposedly kicked off of what? You talking gang shit. You talking about eating a nigga food and all this shit, yada, 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 yada. That leads me back to my whole point. The whole point that I'm trying to make tonight is not to stick up for no league or stick up for no battler. The whole point that I'm trying to make tonight is that it seems that only few battlers come into battles saying up front what's off limit, and it seems to be a need for it to be more common. So certain battlers are gonna react if you tell them suck my dick.
Oh,
your daughter this, your son this, or your gang is this, or I'm gonna eat your food.
Versus A-Verb. They almost had to scuffle in.
Mm-hmm.
That was his crew versus A-Verb.
I don't remember how did that start? That started because niggas was booing and Sean was like, nah, boo them niggas and whatever, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, no, if y'all not fucking with a boo, this is what we do in these crowds, I guess. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember exactly what y'all talking about. But the point is, I'm still leading back to the same shit. What is crossing the line? What is crossing the line? If the rules across the board is supposed to be, I say whatever I want and you sit there and you shut up until it's your turn to rap 100%, no ad-lib and no nothing, then certain leagues can adopt that if that's how they fucking feel. Certain leagues can adopt that.
I think no hitting is pretty universal though. Like no violence.
I don't think that's what the problem is right there. It's not what's crossing the line. I think the problem is this right here. K Shine, do you want to keep getting these thousands of dollars of battle rap? Then calm the fuck down. Period. I don't understand what the problem is.
I hear you. I don't
understand how hard it is. Like that doesn't make no sense to me that we're even going through all this. Like, what's the contract? It's K Shine has multiple problems with different, not just his main league that he loves that he didn't give a fuck about when that whole interview came out, when he was talking about he prepared last minute, whatever the case. All he said was URL. That's all he gives a fuck about. So he's pretty much saying fuck all the other leagues outside of URL. We just gotta call it what it is. That's pretty much what he was doing in that interview. So now you're going back to URL and you're not doing good there, even though we just known this just happened. The word wasn't that long ago. Clean wasn't that long ago.
No, but at the end of the day, to me, Caps, it still leads back to my initial point. Because you want to know why? You want to know what happens at URL too? What happens at URL is you're standing in front of the biggest crowds that you stand in front of during the year. K Shine or whoever, they could battle on RBE, Black Ice, fucking King of Dot, all these leagues. But when you get to 1,100 or 1,000 people or whatever in Irving's and Plaza, it's possibly the biggest crowd that you're in front of during the year. And also, you're talking about battling on a channel that has the most subscribers out of all these leagues, which means that even if half these motherfuckers ain't battle rap fans, you're still going to have the most views there. And that leads back to ego. When you start talking about ego, you got 1,000 people in front of you and 300,000 views that you're going to do in a month. Nobody wants to look like a pussy. Nobody wants to look like a lesser man.
That is more important than the event getting shut down.
No. I'm not saying it is. Hold on, Cap. I'm not ignorant. I am not saying that a grown man's ego is more important than shutting down an event that's generating $100,000. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You know me, I'm logical, and I'm going to keep it real. I'm not an ignorant nigga. But what I'm trying to say is when you stand in that man or woman's shoes, the way to negate some of that ego, some of those problems in a disrespectful and aggressive sport is to have an understanding prior to the battle. Because you want to know what? Cats. You might let A.r.p. talk shit to you on Twitter. Yada, 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 next time I see you. You might brush it off. But if I put you on a URL stage in front of 1,000 people and I'm recording on 5 different cameras that's going to do 500,000 views, and A.r.p. says the same thing to you, you might react a little bit different.
Well, okay, go ahead. I go back on Twitter too.
I'm just using you as an example. You might react a little bit different. Like, hold on. My family's watching. My fans is watching. My fans watching is my food watching. My food watching is my money watching. You see what I'm saying? I might react a little different. And I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do. I'm just trying to show you the variables that come into play. When those variables come into play, you start talking about ego, you start talking about money, you start talking about reputation. How do you pull out all of that shit? You pull out all of that shit by having an understanding up front. That's my whole point. That's my whole point.
That's true.
What happened to K Shine and X Factor?
What happened with them? I don't remember that.
He didn't show up. That's the battle I was talking about.
I don't know. You got to ask. I don't know.
That was on URL. He didn't show up. Remember, X Factor came to town. That was his return. And remember, K Shine showed up, and they was supposed to battle the next day. You see, K Shine fuck up so much, you forget. He just fucking up.
Hold on. Once again. I don't know Shine like that to stick up for him, but let's slow down. Like we could say K Shine ain't show up. You know, like, come on, we don't know. We don't know. For all we know, that was just what was put in the public. Like, we don't fucking know why that battle happened.
X Factor flew to New York to battle. You think he wasn't ready? X Factor. When the last time we seen X Factor on URL? Remember, he was heated that he didn't show up, and they were supposed to battle the next day. I forgot what event it was, but I know it happened last year because we was.
But you want to know what's crazy? And this leads me back to my other point. Once again, I do not want to let y'all switch the fact of what I'm speaking on, which is having an understanding up front of what's off limits. That's my whole shit. Now, if y'all are going to continue to pull on these other situations, how come he no-showed this battle? How come he didn't show up with his A game for that battle? How come he had a problem with this battle or whatever? Y'all going to continue to do that? Then y'all got a whole different campaign. Y'all might as well just say, even before tonight, we don't fuck with this battler. He's fucking up battle rap, and we don't support him anymore. So then you want to know what? When these cards start getting announced, then y'all motherfuckers, I want to see all y'all on the front line. You know what I'm saying? But y'all not doing that. So I gotta assume that everybody's trying to do this because of tonight, and then everybody goes in the past and pulls 5 shit to compact what happened today. That ain't fair.
I've been not supporting K Shine. You got to think about DNA.
Hold on, Dre. So let me ask you, when did it become fair to the fans then with K Shine, A.r.p? When does it become fair to us?
In what regard? And remember, you're talking to a fan. But anyway, in what regard?
People that show up to pay their money and have him fucking event up. What recourse do we have?
I want to see a good battle with him versus Clean. What you mean? I want to see. That wasn't fair to me. That wasn't fair to the people who came over in New York to support Black Guys Cartel.
I never said it was. I
understand, but people want to see him versus
But once again, are we talking about tonight, or y'all talking about y'all have a problem with a particular battler for a million different reasons? If y'all have a problem with a battler for 20 different reasons, then make your decision. Don't fuck with them at all. Don't support them. Don't buy tickets, whatever. But if we're talking about tonight, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay. We could just leave it on tonight. I paid him.
We'll leave it on tonight. The number 1, 2 on 2 everybody wanted to see was Sue Surf and Tay-Rock versus NWF. That's a fact. That's a clear fact. We didn't get to see that. You didn't get a third round from another battle. Why? Because of K Shine. We'll leave the other 10,000 problems out of it. So what's the problem now with this?
All right, thank you. As soon as you say you're going to leave the other shit out, now, Caps, let me ask you. So let's start on, just stay right there then. Whatever the third round didn't go down, how do you feel about the reasons why you heard it didn't go down? Which is this suck my dick shit, and let's say they have no establishment.
I never heard that. See, Tony Bro is at the event.
That's all everybody knows. Everybody knows. If you don't make it to an event, if you want to go on Twitter and check updates, two people that are very, very common and strong out there is battlerap.com and rapgrid.com. They both got the same shit. Somebody said suck my dick, and then shit went left after that. And it's the same thing. People screenshotting that, they putting it on the groups. I'm not saying that that's what happened because I didn't see it with my own eyes and hear with my own ears, but that's what all the tweets and the screenshots and the forums and the Twitters and all that shit is saying.
I'm just hearing that.
If that is true, right? Then stay on that.
Yeah.
What's your feelings right there? That's it. That's my whole point.
Yeah, well, if you accept the premise that that's true, I happen to believe that isn't true. I thought there was mad tension in the beginning. Anyway, I don't like
what
the nigga could have
said
any.
But what kind of tension? Let me ask you this. Do you give any type of credibility to Tay-Rock as a man? Yes or no?
What do you mean?
Just as a man.
Yeah.
As a man.
Okay.
Okay. Do you give any credibility as a man to K Shine?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, that right there alone says to me that if they had any real problems, they would not be standing in front of each other rapping.
I don't know. I mean, you can think to yourself that, okay, I'm not gonna have a problem. I'm gonna be able to keep it professional. But how many times have we seen in different things, not just in battle rap, where now your ass is actually in front of that man, and you realize how much you really don't like the shit that's going on. That's what I think happened.
Great point. That's a great fucking point. But I'm talking about coming in. Because what you said is animosity between them. I don't think that as Tay-Rock and K Shine is writing their rounds, they're saying, you want to know what? I'm sitting here writing this shit, but this shit might go left because me and him really got real beef.
Nah, they're not doing that. No.
Credibility and respect in that.
It's when they get on. It's when you get on stage. When you get on stage and you see that nigga, and it's actually you thinking about the shit he's saying.
Thank you.
And you thinking about your history. And now it's turned up. Now it's tension.
And now,
throughout the whole battle, they're talking through each other's rounds. They're ad-libbing and all that.
No, it's not just we stand on stage and now we on stage now we in front of each other. It's something that pushes it over that line, right? Something that pushes it over that line. And
it doesn't have to be one thing, though. I don't think it was just a barrio. I don't. I mean, unless they come out and say that. If they come out and say once he said that, then I lost it. Cool. But I think it was just the whole feel of the battle. The whole shit, it just kept turning up. And the fact that Surf and Rock was cooking and Shine was up there doing what he does, making faces, and then Shine started cooking, and then Rock's talking to him and shit, and they all, talking shit to each other. You know what I mean? Like they in Surf face and all type of stuff. What you just said right there, I respect, but that would be a to be continued debate. Because you're saying that you are going under the assumption of it possibly just being we're in front of each other, this team is winning, we already don't like each other, so fuck it, I'm turning up on this nigga. That's not what I'm going on. I'm going on what everybody's saying. What everybody's saying on the recaps or the updates and in the forums, which is it was a line. It was a phrase. Yeah. Nigga says, suck my dick, and then a nigga fucking got tight at that. That's what everybody's saying in the forums. Like, cats, go search a forum. That's what everybody is saying. That's what I'm going on. If it was some other shit, then that's a different debate. If it's just a whole, you want to know what? I don't really like this nigga. Then the battle should have never been in the first place. I mean, because it was multiple scuffles, so I mean, it couldn't have just been just the one. So that's why to me, I don't see that being the case. Like, I think there was all that on that stage at that moment there was tension and the shit went left. Now, and I don't think coming into it they actually either expected that. But I'll tell you one thing though, both groups is in there deep, and a lot of that breaking up and all that scuffling and all that, like between the two camps, like they were in there, like they were ready, like the tension was thick in the room, and that's why the battle was so dope.
But that happens a lot. That happens a lot. It's always a precaution because at the end of the day we fucking men and shit goes left. We watching the battle rap all the time. You know what I'm saying? If niggas keep getting shot in the passenger seat, why the fuck you want to sit in the passenger seat? That's what 50 said about Pac and all these niggas, right? You know what I'm saying? So of course you're gonna come in there deep with the it factor. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is writing these rounds hoping that. You want to know what? I hope in the middle of when I say this bar, shit pops off. Nobody's writing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I stood in front of a lot of fucking battles that had that tense vibe. You know what I'm saying? I keep fucking referencing Arsenal and Show. Arsenal came to battle Show off with like 10 people with him. That if factor, I'm pretty sure he was saying in his head, I'm dissing A.r.p. I'm telling Show off to suck my dick. And this is all entertainment, but just in case, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Sir had his people, and Rock had his people, and Shine had his people, and DNA had his people. I'm sure. It's the if factor. But these motherfuckers ain't writing their bars saying, when I say this right here, I bet you he tries to punch me in my face. Nah. I doubt that highly.
You gotta remember, this was the rematch. You forgot? Years ago, everybody say K Shine won the first time. So this was their actual rematch. So I don't understand how
y'all
come
niggas
K
ain't
Shine.
saying nothing. Y'all niggas ain't saying nothing far-fetched and crazy. I respect everything that y'all saying. You know what I'm saying? But once again, I just want to make sure that we're not going off for a different pre-context, which is what initiated, number one, and number two, that y'all are not veering off of my whole point, which is not trying to stick on this whole, wait, he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that. I'm just talking about the bigger picture and the learning curve. So for me, for example, for any league, you know what I'm saying, if this happened on RBE, I would expect other leagues to look at it and say, all right, now when I book, then what's an aggressive match? Ill Will versus Arsenal. It's coming up. It's coming up in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? April 30th. Shout out to them. If I book that battle for my league and I just seen what happened on RBE, I'm going to make a call to both Ill Will and Arsenal, knowing that they both aggressive, they both tough niggas, and they both could possibly cross the line. And I'm going to be like, yo, y'all good? Hold on, we if there's any ego there, then that's an opportunity for me to step in and make sure I don't fuck up the battle by saying, listen, is anything off limits for you? Ill Will? Nah, as long as they don't talk about my cousin Ed, whatever. Okay, cool. Yo, Arsenal. Spoke to Will, he said don't talk about his cousin Ed. Anything on your side? As long as they don't talk about my daughter. Okay, yo, Will, just don't talk about his daughter, and he's not going to talk about your cousin Ed. Y'all, anything else is on limit. You want to pull out a fake gun, you want to talk about somebody's dead uncle or whatever, it's green light. Boom. That's the whole reason of me calling, my nigga. All this other shit is trying to nitpick somebody else's situations or whatever, to me, is a different conversation. And if we're not on the same pre-context of what started it off, then we got to pick this up after we find out the fact. And I'm not even fact fishing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I only called in because I'm like, oh, shit, some shit popping off, boom, boom. We call him for entertainment. Caps put me on. I text him, boom, 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 boom. I think that it's an interesting topic and a learning situation for everybody, not a let's ban nigga situation. That's the only reason I called in. I understand where y'all niggas disagree, but where we're agreeing and disagreeing is on different contexts. We got to get on the same context before we can have a true, complete debate. As long as y'all understand the point that I'm making, that's all.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. There's a couple premises that I don't agree with, and I feel like they kind of need confirmation. For instance, we need to understand what actually set it off from them, like from their point of view. Because what Rap Grid is saying is that, okay, Rock told Shine suck his dick, they both went crazy, and then there was a fight. But that doesn't necessarily mean that bar set it off. Because to me, it seemed like it was already tension and it was already edging toward that point. People in the crowd, we was all next to each other saying, yo, this shit is like real tense. Like they really don't like each other. And then, boom, next thing you know, one or two. Or another.
Yeah, yo. At the end of the day, son, the shit happened. Look at fucking Calico and Pat Stay. You know what I'm saying? I was in the building for that. I felt how tense it felt in the fucking air. You know what I'm saying? And now you're talking about a pre-context that nobody knew about. A lot of people assumed and heard behind the scenes that shit was tense like that because of the disrespect that Pat Stay had for Marv's brother. and Maul's brother's disability. So Calico was like, it's Detroit shit. Like, fuck that. You're not going to get away with that. That's what we heard. You know what I'm saying? You can't anticipate shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain battles that should never be set up to begin with unless you're looking for a fight. I'm not saying that this is one of them, though. That's all. That's all. Because I don't think that the tense shit in the air between K Shine and Tay Rock has been like, yo, they got a real problem. I think it's been a good lead-in to a battle. The same way with fucking Surf and Hitman. Like, they may have had some real tense shit, but it was just good lead-in to a battle. I don't think they was putting two people on stage saying that they really gonna punch each other in the face after somebody says 3 balls.
Not for nothing. There's definitely chatter like after the event, like yo, like when Rock and Shine eventually battle again, there's gonna be calls to have them battle. You know what I mean? Like the way this is gonna be, like you know how this shit ends up working a lot of times. Like it actually ends up selling the battle sometimes. But I don't actually see them battling again, bro. I feel like this is real shit. Like I don't feel like this is one of those, oh yo, they got into it on stage, so that's a good build up. Let's have a battle. Like I feel like, yo, let's keep these two niggas away from each other. Like that's how that shit looked, bro. Like that wasn't no regular shit. And then even when all the Cave Gang niggas was leaving, because I was right there, like they was like actually really pissed off. Like everybody was pissed. So you know what I mean? It wasn't regular, bro. Like it was not no regular. Like it was just tension up there. So like I don't even see them battling again, my nigga. I don't even see that.
I respect it, man. I respect the debate tonight. I respect the points that y'all niggas is making. You know what I'm saying? I understand everything that y'all niggas are saying. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all niggas, man. I'm about to hop off, man. Shout out to DNA. Shout out to K Shine. Shout out to Rock. Shout out to Surf. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I was talking about, my whole intention was the bigger picture of possibly needing to have up front lines that can't be crossed between battlers. Me personally, I'm taking that into account. That's my whole shit. You know what I'm saying? But respect to everybody, man. I fuck with y'all. I understand what y'all niggas are saying. But that's my whole shit. That's my takeaway for the night. It could be from the suck my dick shit. It can't be. But even if it's possibly from the suck my, I still learned a lesson. You want to know what? Yeah. These two niggas got friction. Let me speak to both sides. I already learned how to possibly not fuck up a battle for the fans. So it's so good. It's all just a bigger picture to niggas like me. All that other shit is just fucking entertainment and controversy for whoever. So fuck it. But
yeah, man,
y'all.
salute to you, bro.
Good shit tonight, man. I appreciate y'all niggas, man.
Word, man. Salute.
Peace, y'all.
Peace. Salute.
Angryfan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking heads, man.
Angryfan movement is the movement to move with.